afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Elliott. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
Prescott's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Elliott. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. This is Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 50 seconds. 50 seconds.
First down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Toss left to Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Devin White on the tackle.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
First down as he's up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. There he goes right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 3rd down, Elliott and some space here. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 35-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards on the ground.
And the Cowboys.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Elliott. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
But it brings up 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Again to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now they pause for an injured player, and that injured player is an important one. Ezekiel Elliott still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Yard attempt.
Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
7.
So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through, and this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid. The reason that they drafted him.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 17 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
His pass.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
45, 45, 45, 45. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stick. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Complete to Dalton Schultz.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Cowboys.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Dallas.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Ezekiel Elliott, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball, let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A spin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. with his first career touchdown in his first career game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Lamar now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Cowboys 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, and he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run, 74 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
7-yard line.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll set them back 5. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Buccaneers 21, Cowboys 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Stick looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The ball carrier.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The ball carrier.
Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
Skirt
filet,
time.
filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
6 is the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the Bucs.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He was taken.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout
Brings up
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, Elliott. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
6-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
I'm highly favored. Don't want to play me. No conversation. Ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, 1 for the set, 1 to the sneak and live on a run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, them footsteps coming, cause we coming.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That'll make it 1st and 15. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Dallas, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay